So the S&P 500 chops lower and lower and lower, pretty much getting a lot of the bulls out of the way. But I think we're ready to bounce. Let me show you why.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag.
What's going on, family? It's your man Tay Swear here once again, and I want to bring you another STB Market Watch. Now, who am I and why do we do this? I'm a stock trader. I've been trading futures, I've been trading options, I've been trading crypto for years now, a little bit over a decade. I personally come from the penny stock world. What that means is we trade crappy companies using technical analysis and more especially what we call predictive indicators, not lagging indicators, right? And what I've done basically is taken what I've been able to accomplish and use to accomplish, and I've taught it to thousands of people who wanted to listen, who wanted to put in the resources and the time. And now I just want to give a little market watch sauce for my people here on the tube. All right. So what we're doing today is, and what I'm going to actually go into today is always is the S&P 500, but I want to talk about this more immediate move that we've been seeing, because honestly, it's been very like low volume, very choppy, and I can tell you why. It's been very choppy, very low volume because we got a big news coming up this week, right? Big news coming up this week, and as a matter of fact, I think it's a lot of people are waiting. You see this a lot. A lot of people kind of wait to see what that news is going to be. CPI. They want to know what CPI data is going to be before they jump in. Any big news, they want to wait a lot of times. So what we're seeing is a little weakness in the market. We'll go over it, and I'll let you know what I think is going, and we'll see if we're right or not. Now, before we go into these charts, I just want you to know that if you have not been watching the Money Monday segment, where I kind of bring up I've started a public account so everybody can see, hey, these are the trades that we're taking. This is what's going on. It's very transparent, and you can see whether or not we're profitable. If you haven't been watching those, please make sure you go watch the Money Mondays. Every Monday, I'm going to just bring up the platform, okay, and show you what's in that public account, how we're trading it, what stock, why am I trading the stocks, why am I buying the stocks that I buy, right? We'll explain all of that. Now, outside of that, if you have not been watching just every day and noticing a trend, right? I hope some of y'all are seeing a trend. Like, hey, usually when Tay calls that path usually plays out. Now, it won't be perfect ever. And I'm never going to come on here and tell you that I'm 100% right, I'm 100% perfect. But I give you a path where it can go based on the market, because there's the market moves in rules. And I give you the rules and I say, hey, the market does this, we'll go higher. Or if it breaks under here, we'll go lower. That's what this is about. So please, please, please make sure you are checking the older videos, because this is what we call back testing. If you are back testing my older videos, then what tends to happen is you'll be able to go back and see, man, that played out. Man, that actually worked. Man, every time he says this, it does the same. And it grows your confidence. Let's say that. It grows your confidence in me, in charting, whatever that is. It grows the confidence and lets you know that, man, this thing really can be done if you figure it out. If you learn, you take the proper steps to get the tools, to get the actual education to learn how to do this. It works. So I want to build your confidence. That's why I do these for free, because a lot of people think trading is not something that can be done. So I just want to show you, no, it's done. And it's done by a lot of people. You just got to know what to do. So that being said, let's dive into a chart. Let's have some fun. All right, family. So just starting out, I want to bring you into pretty much what I use to just give me a gauge of the environment, right? Right now, we just had a full moon. This is my moon indicator. We just had a full moon. And what that tells me is that there is some bullish action going on based on what I see here. Now, this is not a triple prong moon phase. So this looks single prong. What that means for me is it's probably going to go the direction that we're expecting and fizzle out. I don't think it's going to last long. So I'm expecting to pop up, hold up there for a little minute, fizzle out, it'll fall, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But I'm expecting to fall after the pop up. So I do expect to pop up, and I want to take you into a deeper chart or the hour time frame where I like to play. and we'll kind of break it down. All right, and I'm gonna get rid of some of these EMAs. For those of you who are wondering, EMAs, they were something we used just to see the direction. That's really about it. When it comes to especially trading penny stocks, it just helps you to see the direction a lot clearer, right? So when certain EMAs cross each other, that lets you know, oh, we're bearish or bullish. Okay. So what I am seeing here is still the same move. It's still the same move. It's just taking a long time on this move here. It's doing one of these little crazy, choppy, crazy moves. But that move still looks bullish. I'm not sure who you are and how long you've been trading, but that move still looks bullish. So I'm going to expect one of these moves like this, right? So I'm expecting, I don't know what CPI data is going to be today or this week. I don't know how this thing is going to play out, but what I can tell you right now, it's 8:13, right? I don't know if you can see that, but it's 8:13. So I'm just going to say this before, because I think CPI today is like 8:30. It's 8:13. I don't know what's going to happen with CPI, but this chart is telling me it looks like we're going to get some good news. I don't know how it's going to play out. Now, it could be not so good news, but the market can react in a great way and the market goes up. That's what I'm expecting to happen. That's exactly what this is showing me, right? I don't know if that's how that's going to happen, but the chart is telling me, hey, this thing, the CPI thing is going to be good today, right? That's what it's telling me. This right here is bullish. This is what you may call a bull flag. Some of you all may call it, and I don't even think we've done the full retracement of where it can retrace to. So it's still holding the root, right? It's still holding the root. I would even want to see it pull back a little bit more if it can, right? It could go as low as, I mean, honestly, like 41. I mean, somewhere in this little blue green box here. It can go a little bit lower if it wants to. 41.17, somewhere in this little green box. It could. And it would still be following the root. But I absolutely like this little move here. Even it sucks if you got in like somewhere on the pullback, maybe here, and you're sitting at 41.38 and it came back to 41.19. Yeah, that doesn't feel good. I get it. But if you're in it for this full move, this looks bullish. I like it. Now, once again, I don't know if we're going to get up here and stay. I'm expecting maybe a move into the sellers right in here. If you get past those sellers, we got sellers right here. Look at those sellers. Red. How do you identify sellers? You identify sellers by looking at all of these down moves. Those are sellers. If there's a bunch of red candles right in this area that started in that area, those red candles indicate sellers, right? So people are selling off there, people are selling off there. So I'm looking at the first area I'm looking at is maybe 4180-ish, 4179. If we can get past that, my next level is 4200. We break 4200 because that's what we call psychological resistance. Okay, I don't think we're going to break 4200 today or this week. I don't think we're going to get up there, to be honest with you. So I'm thinking maybe 4179, get up, fade, right? And I can't hit it to the T. Sometimes it's, $5 short, $5 over, $10 over, whatever. But this is going to be my first area I'm looking for just because there's so many sellers right there. Look at that long list of sellers, right? That's what that tells me. It's a long list of sellers. So once again, this is a bullish move. Pop up, ping, 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 ping. It's just a ping pong move down. That is very corrective. It corrects itself and then it continues, right? And then I think it's going to continue into our sellers area. If we bust out of that, we bust out of this area, it breaks a bunch of rules. I think like 3 or 4 rules that it's going to break. And when we break rules, we break rules. So if it's going to break rules hard, I can expect this thing to start trying to test probably like the 4220-ish area. I'm going to go back and see if we can find something back here that's going to give us that. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. I think if we break some rules to the upside at 4,200, like I said, it's going to try to come up and visit some of these areas, right? Any one of these. Look, sellers, 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 right? So what these indicators that the stock got up there or the price got up there and they knocked it down, got up there, they knocked it down, got up there, they knocked it down. They're knocking it down, right? And once again, this little area here, they knocked it down really hard, as you see here. So once again, I can expect to move as high as the next available set of sellers, which would be maybe right in here or here, which is about 42.12, right? So if we break some rules, right? If we break a few rules and we get above that 4,200, right? So let's say we get above 4,200. I do think it'll test the 42 and then it'll continue to these sellers, right? But I don't think we're gonna get that high. And once again, if we do, those sellers will step in. If they don't, I'll let you know on tomorrow's. I don't think it's gonna go past that, but I'll let you know on tomorrow's episode of Market Watch. Right, the STB Market Watch is where I continue to bring you these type of analysis every day. Every day the market's open, right? Of course, I got to give you an alternative path. So let's go into the alternative path and see what we have there. Let's see. Let me delete these. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to delete this whole chart. All right. So the alternative path is something that I'm looking at as well, because you have to play both sides. You have to know which way it's going. And when the bulls step in, you have to step in with the bulls. When the bears step in, you have to step in with the bears. Alternative side of things, I am noticing a continuous downtrend right in that area, right? Right in that area. So it started here, boom, resistance. They front ran it, but definitely resistance, 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 resistance. So although this looks bullish, when you come up and it pulls back, and it's bullish, what I've seen is that there still can be an alternative path that takes us the opposite way, right? And really, if we look down to, watch this, these were, watch, resistance, 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 and I haven't even drawn the line yet. I just know how to look at it. So if I take this and I make some resistance somewhere in here, right? Resistance, 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 gets above resistance, holds support, 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 breaks a little bit under it, resistance, resistance got above it, support, support. So what I am personally seeing, if we're trading in this range, right? See, I'm giving you two alternatives because once again, you have to follow the market for where it's going. And that's the beauty about the market. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter how much you're right per se. Can you see where it can go? And can you get in at the right time when it's time to get in, right? So this is what I'm always looking for. It's an alternative path, right? So with this alternative path, definitely can see this playing out. So we had a move up, we have a move down, and it's really just like chilling here, right? I can expect another test to try to get out of here, and then what I could see happening is we'll probably come down. Now, this is probably gonna be hard to break through, but it'll probably do something where it hits there, hits here, and then comes on down. And it can happen in a bunch of waves, but by May 14th, yeah, I'd say by May 14th, I could see us hitting somewhere in this. And y'all can mark me. Look, y'all can check me on this, right? I'd say, by May 14th, May 15th, something like that. I can see us coming back down to like 40, right? That's if we just stay in this channel, right? If we break out of the channel and the channel gets invalidated, then we'll have to look for, the next level, right? Next level. But why would we need to come down here? 40.37, right? So I'm just going to give you a little something that I could see happening. And look at that. This is support range. Support, support, support. Resistance, 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 resistance. Let's continue back. Look at this. Resistance, 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 support, resistance, 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 support. I mean, are you not entertained? Support, 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 support. We can keep going back with this. How long do you want to go? How long do you want to go? Look at that. Support, 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 support. Resistance, resistance. I mean, this is a long time support line, right? So I do think this is a range that it wants to come down and potentially test, and it may hold and bounce, right? It may bounce from there. So for me, this is my alternative path. Once again, a lot of stuff can happen in a couple days. So this thing can still shoot out, giving us our first path, then hit that list of sellers up here. Where is it? Right? We can hit those sellers somewhere up here, right at that 4180-ish. Hit those sellers, and then boom, drop it back into this channel, and then we can come down and hit that 40-40. Now, once again, it could play either way. It could play either way, or it could play both. It could just take some time because, like I told you, this is May 14th, so we got some time. We have some time. So today it could continue up, and then hit his head and fall. So those are my paths. That's just how I see this thing playing out. I do think we can hit this week, or I think the 14th. Yeah. So just be on the lookout. I'll say that. Just be on the lookout. So 14th, I think, is a good target to see this 40-40. But once again, I will be looking for some upside today. So we'll see. Let's see. Other than that, I want to go just really quick into one of the things that we have today that if anybody's been following me, first of all, I'm vegan. Second of all, because I'm vegan, one of my biggest focus points is using what I know in my industry to give myself an edge in the stock market, right? And anybody should do this. If you're a mechanic and you're dealing with oil for cars, then when there's an oil shortage, and then if there's an oil shortage, you're like, man, we can't get oil. The price of oil is going up, right? Now, once again, you may call it now, and it may take a year, 2 years to play out, whatever, but you have this insight on oil. If I don't know, whatever it is you deal with, right? If you deal with swimming pools and you can't, you build swimming pools for a living, you can't find cement or concrete to build the swimming pools out because there's a shortage, then cement or whatever takes, the ingredients to make cement, there's a potential that, hey, cement is going to go up in value because it's more scarce, right? So you just have insight. That's what I'm trying to say. So one of the things I'm going to be looking for today is this beyond play, right? I'm going to be looking for this beyond play to play out. We got earnings, I believe, today. I'm going to be looking for this to play out. I definitely want to see where this is going. My people in STB know that I've been watching this for a while. This move here looks very bullish to me, okay? The simple fact that since it's been doing this, like it made a low back here, right? So that was your lowest low, but that was up here, right? So I don't know if anybody knows about, bullish or bearish divergences, but that's what that looks like to me. This looks like a long-term bullish divergence. Because that started back in February 2022. So I'm watching this divergence play out. Okay, I traded short term, but I'm watching the divergence play out because I'm expecting, may not be today, may not be this week, may not be this month, may not even be this year, but I'm expecting a big move out of here to play out this divergence. That's one. Y'all know I like to, for my STB folks, I tell you, we need 3 or more buy signals. Okay, this is one. My volume profile has showed me other things as well. So I'm looking at a lot. And I'm looking to take this thing up. My first move that I'm looking to take it up to is roughly to test this area. So I'm looking to take it up to maybe like that 23 range, maybe as high as about $30. I'll probably start shorting it again back at around $30. So we'll see. This is some things that I'm looking for. Okay, so we'll see. I just wanted to mention this because we got earnings on this one today, and I know a lot of people who rock with me. We've been watching this, right? We've been watching this, and this move, like I said, it looks bullish. It's moving in bullish format, and we got the bullish divergence. So, but it's a weekly chart, and you do know how long weekly charts take. They could take years. So we'll be on the watch. We'll be watching this one. Okay. Other than that, I just want to say this has been another great STB market watch. We like to track the S&P 500, so I'll be keeping an eye on that. For my people in the STB and the STB Discord, I'll be making sure I'm chiming in, making sure that, especially Brian, Eon. Shout out to Eon. Eon had a great class yesterday inside of the STB Discord. So, we're gonna make sure that not only am I teaching, but my successful students, they're gonna be teaching. Right? Shout out to them, because success begets success, baby. That's all I'll say. So until next time, I appreciate you being here with me, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These